There are thinkers, there are doers, and then there's Naynay. So last week I had some light sparring rounds with the girls, and I was looking over them. I was watching to see the improvements, Before I get to that point, hold that thought right there, because I want to share something. So this week in Tasno's podcast, we talked about intention. And you see, intention is good up to a certain point, because intention needs to match action. If your intention is opposite of your actions, then sometimes the intention doesn't come across like you want it to be. And so that contradicts, first of all, your intention, and that contradicts yourself, right? So I'm sharing that because my intention to do MMA is to grow in the sport and be my best self. And with that, that's just something to aim at. But like Bruce Lee says, that's something to aim at. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna happen, because within MMA, nothing is definite. I'm always gonna keep growing, blah, 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 right? But the point is, that mindset, right? It's always growing, always growing, always growing, puts me into this expectation and then this mindset where I need to be perfect. And so, again, that contradicts what I stand for, because I want to express myself with MMA, and I also want to be my best self. But my best self is not perfect.
3, 2, 1.
Right? And so one of the things that I've noticed in my sparring rounds is that I am more confident. And this is the thing, like, because everything connects. Now it finally connects, because my confidence has nothing to do with perfection. Me being confident in myself has nothing to do with looking perfect in the sport. And which is funny, because now that it's been like years later, and after finally doing all those rounds, crying it out, punching it out, bleeding it out, I'm finally at that point in my life that I've accepted who I am as a fighter. I know it's a lot. Like, I get, that's a lot going on with what I say sometimes. But look, what I thought about it was this. My intention is to be better at the sport and be my best self, right? But then initially I had tied that best self with perfection, and perfection leads to expectation, and expectation leads to disappointment, right? So that was the initial thing, and for so many years, that's why when I look at my rounds, I felt like shit. I need to work on this, I need to work on that. I don't look perfect. I don't look the part, right? And so now it's like, okay, first of all, I need to remove all that, because my best self is my Naynay unique self, my authentic self. And so I had shared in the podcast that my my intention for branding myself and putting myself out there on social media is to essentially show my authenticity and hopefully influence anyone to be confident in themselves, right? And I'm doing that through MMA. And that's where the action, like I said, the action needs to match your intention, or else it just contradicts itself. The mindset is the one that always needed work, and it still does. But I see the improvements in my mindset because I don't feel as scared as I used to. And it wasn't even just scared of getting punched, but it was scared of hurting myself, scared of not being able to control my body, scared of rupturing my Achilles again, scared of not looking perfect. So see, there's a lot of doubt there, and I was getting so tired of beating myself and hurting myself. So now it's just flow. And it's just, you know what, whatever comes out, comes out. Just be in the present moment. So I know I said a lot. I know it's a lot. And there's a lot of things to compare. But like I said, my biggest improvement right now has been my mindset and staying calm and being committed, right, to my decisions. There's one thing that my dad always tells me. He's like, Serenita, 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 mija. Like I said that in the past because it's like, it's funny when he says that, serenita y paciencia. Because I need to be at peace and I need to be patient. And it's not for anybody else but myself. And one thing that I gotta say out loud, doing this outside of MMA. Just because I'm at the gym doesn't mean that the work is done. Yeah.